Welcome back, everyone. John and I always appreciate you guys watching our videos. If this is your first time checking our videos, John and I, we work for HomeSmart. We are on the Valley Solutions team, and we are your Arizona living pros. John and I, we've been doing this for a long time. If you're looking for an agent in Arizona, whether it's to list your home or buy a new home, we're your team. We're always out and about. I think we're close to about 140 videos right now. We're actually at the corner of basically Ocotillo and Ganzel. This is Tri Pointe. This is going to be the Terraza collection. They're going to have about 170 homes in here, 9 different floor plans, whether it's single story, 2-story, starting off from just shy of 1,900 square feet and close to about 4,000 square feet. Some of the homes do have 3-car garages. Tri Pointe does a really, really good job in building their homes and decking them out. They're offering right now rates down as low as 2.875 on a 7-year adjustable arm. If you have any questions on that or to see what a fixed rate would look like, please contact us. John and I, like I said, we've been doing this for a long time. Whether you're looking in the West Valley or the East Valley, whether you're even out of state right now and you're looking for a home in Arizona, we also do virtual tours for you. Very important to get someone that helps you out in terms of representation when you're purchasing a home. Remember, last year, about 70% of agents last year sold 0 homes. So be very particular on who you hire. We hope that's us. Please contact our Google business page to look at our reviews to give you a better idea of who we are. Obviously, you see us on camera, but it doesn't tell everything. So like I said, 9 different floor plans here. Prices start off on a base price around $425. Santan is growing, super, super fast because Chandler and Gilbert kind of got priced out. They do have great school systems. School systems here are still a B minus, depending on where you go. There's some great charter schools out in this area. Remember, if you do want to have your kids go to Chandler or Gilbert schools, it's only about 30 minutes away. If you want to get to the Queen Creek Marketplace, which would be the big shopping area in Queen Creek with Costco and every other store you can imagine, that's about 15 minutes away. Hospitals and medical centers are very close. We're actually building a medical center over here with dentist offices and a bunch of other offices. This is a gated community. It's going to be $165 per month on the HOA. No pool, but they're going to have little playgrounds, outdoor, like ramadas with barbecue and stuff like that. But this is actually a pretty convenient place in terms of Santan because there's other communities that are a lot further out. If you're looking to get to Sky Harbor right around now, it's about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It's about 40 to 45 minutes to get to Sky Harbor. If you do fly out of Mesa Gateway Airport, that's about 20 minutes. Golf courses around here, if you're looking to do outdoor stuff, hiking and biking, all that stuff is very close to you. If you're looking to go to a lake like Canyon Lake, you're probably looking at about 50 minutes or so. Beautiful place during the summer. So a lot of great things happening in this area. Santan is growing very, very quickly. So if you want to get into a home now, you'll probably save a lot more money than you will in the next 2 years. So please reach out to us. Please like and subscribe. Go within our description, schedule a Zoom call. We can give you a lot more information. We can kind of meet face to face and see what your real estate goals are. Hope you guys are having a great day. Let's get into this video, and thanks again for watching. So now we're going to be checking out the very first model home here, all the way down in Santan with Tri Pointe. This is going to be the Aspen. Now they're going to have 4 different floor plans in here. This one's going to be 2621 in square footage. It can be done as a 4-bedroom or 5-bedroom and 3-bathroom with the 3-car tandem garage. So this house is actually done very, very nicely. Obviously, this is going to be the tandem garage, but there's an office in here right now. And they're going to have, obviously, 3 different elevations, meaning the front face of the home. They're going to have a Spanish, a desert, and a farmhouse. If you want any more information on those and the looks, please reach out to us. One thing I didn't mention about this Aspen is the base price is going to be $528, which is in today's times pretty affordable. Now they do have a quick move-in right now, right around that $575 mark. They also have some homes in here that are doing this quick move-ins that also have the back landscaping done. Now there's no RV garages in here, but a couple of the homes in here do have next-gen suites. Now speaking of that, as soon as you walk into this home, you're going to make your very first right and go towards the front of the home. Your first left, as soon as you turn the corner, there's going to be a bedroom right here. Pretty decent sized bedrooms. Like I mentioned, you can have either a 4-bedroom or 5-bedroom, and obviously 3 bathrooms, like I mentioned. So this is going to have kind of like 2 flex rooms. There's going to be one a little bit further up, which we'll show you here in a second. They made that one into an office. This is going to be like a second family room. It could be for kids' little study area, TV room, little home theater, however you want to make it. But something I do want to point out, a lot of people right now are looking for next gen type of homes to have their in-laws live with them or other relatives, because obviously things have gotten a lot more expensive. If you really wanted to, in this model, you could always enclose this door over here, or I'm sorry, put a door over here so that your people that would, you know, live with you or your guests have their own living room, their own bathroom, and a bedroom. You could always probably pop a door right over here on this side, maybe a slider, so that they'll have their own entrance. So that's just a thought or an idea for you. So this is going to be the very first full bathroom. They tiled it very nicely with double sinks, nice quartz. And then this is going to be the bedroom towards the front of the home. Now remember, these are going to be 10-foot ceilings in this collection with 8-foot doors. And I'm not a big carpet person, but this is actually nice carpet that they put in here. It's not just a plain Jane. So at the front of the home, you're going to come back down. Front door's right over here. You're going to make your very first left. You're going to have another bedroom over here, your laundry, and another full bathroom. That door straight ahead is going to be the door to your 3-car garage. It really makes all the world of difference when you do 10-foot ceilings in a home. So whether it's an 1,800 square foot house or a 2,500 square foot house, putting 10-foot ceilings makes a world of difference. This one has a nice stand-up shower, single sink for this bedroom over here. So coming out of that side, you're going to come down a little bit further. This is the second flex room I mentioned before, which they utilized this one and they built it out to have an office. What I would probably like is maybe to put some glass French doors over here, so you know the people that work from home, it's a bit quieter, especially being that it's right next to the living room. So this is going to be the main attraction. It's going to be a living room, kitchen, and dining room. This is actually a really good space in here. I mean, you could just tell by the size of these 2 coffee tables they put in here. So this is a great space. A lot of room for a big TV, plenty of room for entertaining. Remember, Tri Pointe does a really good job when it comes to their efficiency, their insulation, their windows that they use. So these homes are very energy efficient. So, you know, obviously, especially nowadays with things going up in price like we keep mentioning, it's going to save you some money in buying a home from Tri Pointe just because they do a great job with their insulation. And coming back down this way, you can see a nice kitchen. My favorite, of course, the gas stove. I like the farmhouse sink that they used over here. And also I like that they did in this home, they put the backsplash, but they carried it above the hood, which is kind of not typical. Usually they stop right at the top of the hood and it's just drywall, but I like that they actually finished it all the way up. Just the little things. This obviously would be your dining room area. Now they do have one slider over here, which is nice. I'm sure that there's probably an option, I'm not 100% sure, to put a slider on this side if you wanted to. But the only thing about putting a slider on this, when you're building out a house, which the build time here is anywhere from 7 to 8 months, just keep that in mind. They got some really good incentives. Please reach out to us. You could probably put a slider over here, but you know, then it's kind of tough to put a sofa or more seating. So you got plenty of room here for a large dining room table, as you just saw. And then this would be the primary suite. No door to the exterior. I prefer a door to the backyard from the master bedroom, but this one does not have it. This has got that cool carpet again. They got the 12 by 24 inch Carrera marble looking porcelain tiles. Office is right next to there. And then you got a huge super soaker shower, as John likes to call it. And you got a really nice size primary suite closet. One thing I didn't mention before, that towards the front of the house, that there was no coat closet, which is kind of odd. Usually we see one. There was a linen closet behind the door in the front bathroom, and then you have another linen closet right here. So a little short on linen closets in this home, or coat closet. Not that you need them a lot, but in the winter time, if you want to call it winter, it does get a little bit chilly here. So walking outside of this Aspen model home, in this collection, we're gonna have around 8,000 square foot lots. Some of them that may be a little bit bigger depending on where it's situated. But on an 8,000 square foot lot, as you can tell, you got plenty of room out here for a pool, a little hot tub, a pergola outdoor kitchen, because there's not gonna be a pool in this community, just remember that. There's gonna be just a little park, little greenways and walkways. Shopping is very close, so pretty convenient area. You know, as they're building up Santan, little by little, they're going to put an extension, either 24 or the 60, which is going to make it a little bit more convenient to get back up north. But as you can see, you got plenty of room for your kiddos and activities to do stuff out here. So really nice looking home. And actually for $574 for a quick move-in, we're not sure if we're going to get a chance to see the quick move-in, but if you'd like us to come out in video and do virtual tours for you, especially for you folks that are out of state, John and I, we go all over the valley, whether it's Scottsdale, down to Maricopa, Peoria, you know, Surprise on the West Valley, all the way down, obviously down in Santan. So whether you're looking for a home that is an RV garage, a next-gen home, maybe something that's a little bit dated and you want to rehab and fix it up to make it your own, we can find those properties for you. Just reach out to us. Love to help you out.
So next up in the Solstice Collection, there's going to be 2 model homes here. This is going to be the Sycamore. It's a 2-story, as you can see. It's got a 3-car tandem style garage. It's 3891 in square footage, so it is a really good size home. This one's going to sit as a 5-bedroom, 3 full baths. Now, you can arrange it in a different way if you'd like, and you can make it into a 6-bedroom, and that's going to go where the flex room is, which we're going to see in a sec. Now, they are calling this, it's not a next gen suite, they're calling it, what are they calling this? They're calling it a Gen Smart Suite. So what they're considering the Gen Smart Suite is up at the front here, because it's gonna have kind of its own little area with its own full bathroom right next to the first bedroom here, which is great because if you have someone that maybe can't do stairs, they can always utilize that area. So when you come in, you're gonna go right here down the right side. You're gonna hit a nice little coat closet, which the Aspen actually didn't really have a ton of closets.
You'll have to keep your coats in here if your neighbors are there.
Right, all right. But this house is the exact opposite. You got a lot of storage with closets and storage just in general. So once again, nice full bathroom here. First spare bedroom up at the front.
Another thing to mention about this home itself, these all have walk-in closets in all the bedrooms.
So this house has 9-foot ceilings on the first floor and the upper floor. Right here, you're gonna have a nice flex room. Now this could be the 6th bedroom if you're someone that needed a 6th bedroom. Personally, I think it's got a lot better open feel in here with it a flex. But either way, if you needed a 6th bedroom, you got it. And then over here, you're gonna have, it's a nice closet. It goes all the way under the stairs, so you got plenty of room for whatever you need to utilize that for.
And then it's Christmas trees.
Christmas trees, of course. And then a nice little cabinet outside the garage door, and that's gonna be your 3-car garage. I do like the staircase in here. I don't know if this is gonna be an upgrade or this is what you're gonna get in a quick move-in, but it looks really great. The staircase itself is nice and wide. It's got that nice carpet again. One thing too about the Sycamore is all the bedrooms have walk-in closets. So you do have a lot of nice bedrooms with their own very spacious closets. This is gonna be a nice family room. Really good size, because you can see this table has how many chairs sitting around it? 8 chairs. So this kind of reminds me a little bit of the Holly floor plan with Tri Pointe. That's actually a 1-story. This is a 2-story, but the first floor does kind of have that feel. Just the way the kitchen is facing out towards the backyard.
I kind of like this, where you're sitting there and you can see your beautiful backyard.
No, it's great. And one thing too, the Aspen had it as well, but these sliders, we haven't seen sliders like this with Tri Pointe before, or really any of the builders, but really great actually. Good quality.
Yeah, they look a lot better than the other ones. Sometimes they're a lot flimsier.
And what's cool is they actually can open, if I can do it, maybe not.
Oh, they locked you out.
I think they locked me out, but they can open from both sides and then kind of be like an accordion. So it's a pretty cool look. And then in here, you got everything you'd want. You got the waterfall features, cool pendant lights. Actually, these are a little bit different. And then nice backsplash with the shelving, gas stovetop, always nice to have. And then actually you got a cool little butler's pantry that flows right into the actual pantry, which you got plenty of space behind the fridge and these cabinets. So coming upstairs, remember this is $38.91. So as you can see, you have a ton of space right when you walk up the stairs with a beautiful loft area. Now a lot of these things, as usual, are gonna be add-ons, like all the cabinets, of course. But awesome space. I mean, this is literally like having almost like a basement TV sitting area. And then I do really like how the staircase is because it feels nice and open. You can kind of see down to the first floor. Just has a really good flow to it. And then on this side, you're gonna have 3 spare bedrooms and then a full bathroom in between them all. Once again, they all got nice walk-in closets. As we come back through the loft area, over here we're gonna hit the laundry room, then the primary master bedroom. I'll let Lou kind of just go ahead of me here. As he's showing those rooms, remember, it's always important to get a third-party inspection, whether you're buying a new home like this or a resale. Lou and I will always pick up that tab for our clients, just something we do nice for the people that work with us. But keep that in mind, it's always important to do your due diligence. It's also important to have representation when you do come out to new home communities, because as nice as a lot of times the salespeople are, it helps to have us with you, have a little bit more negotiating power. We've already been out to all these communities, building relationships, so that just helps with the whole process. Helps to have us along with you in case you have any additional questions or if you can't get a hold of them. Not to mention, like I said, if nothing else, we'll help pay for that third-party inspection. The builder's gonna pay us, so you're not gonna come out of pocket for the commission, for our commission, I should say. So that's that, but then back to this. This is gonna be the master closet right here.
It's like a golf cart closet.
Yeah, I do like the windows though. Makes it nice and bright in there. And then of course you got a good sized master bedroom.
Well, anytime you could put chairs or a sofa in front of your bed and still put a dresser on the left over here. Yeah, it's a really nice sized room.
Coming out back of the Sycamore, once again, in this collection, the Solstice Collection, these are gonna be roughly around 8,000 square foot lots. They are gonna have some outliers like all communities. They might have some lot premiums, so just reach out to us.
It's a huge overhang patio area.
Yeah, it's a great overhang. It's actually, you know, depending on what you're looking for, to me, this is the perfect size backyard. Easily big enough to do a pool, or you can do a setup like they have. Kind of cool the way they did the pavers in here. The only problem is you might get a lot of weeds, and then if you wash this off, you might get some water in between, but it's a cool look. I don't know if we mentioned it at this point, but the HOA here is gonna be $165 a month. I believe yes, it is gated, but that's kind of about it. You do have an area for the kids' little park area. There's a couple little ponds over on, right over on this side. It's a nice little community. You got some mountain views towards the front of the community looking out this way. But that's the Solstice Collection. Remember, there's gonna be 4 floor plans within this collection. So now we're across the street. As I was mentioning this collection, it's the Lucent Collection. This is a little bit smaller as far as the lot sizes go. 6,300 is probably the average. This house though is not really any smaller. It's 3,010 square feet. It's gonna be a 5-bedroom, 3 full bathroom, and then it's gonna have a 3-car garage once again. 9-foot ceilings on the first floor and on the second floor. You're gonna have 1 spare bedroom and 1 full bathroom right when you walk into this home. So when you walk in, you're gonna take a quick left. You got a nice little foyer here, whatever you wanna call it, but then you're gonna hit your full bathroom and your spare bedroom. Once again, they got really good closet space in all the bedrooms. They're not all walk-ins, but one of the bedrooms upstairs actually has like 2 slider closets, so pretty much as big as a walk-in. This home is gonna start at $514 base price. Now they do have a quick move-in for around $543, and I'll pop up the quick move-in sheets. Honestly, not that $500,000 is a cheap home, but in this day and age for a 3,000 square foot home, it doesn't seem priced too bad. Tri Pointe is good quality. We do like their homes. I like how these homes too are all a little bit different than what we've been seeing. A little bit different variation. Right here, you're gonna have your garage door, little cabinet, nook area. And then coming into the kitchen, like I said, it's a little bit different feel. I like the double sliders on the back side. I love the cabinets, nice midnight blue. Depending on what angle, it almost looks black, but they are dark blue. Over here, you got a great extension of cabinets. Most likely, that's gonna be an upgrade. Either way, it looks really sharp.
And they took the backsplash, of course, all the way across the whole wall.
Yeah, no, I wish they'd always do that, even on the quick move-ins. But over here, you're gonna have your pantry. It actually is deeper than you would think. Then of course your family room, good size. You can easily fit 2 full couches and everything you need in there. And then you also have a really good space for your kitchen table, dining room table. And then once again,
I do like the 2 sliders though.
yeah, and once again, they're really good quality sliders. We haven't really seen those sliders yet, but really nice home.
Yeah, because we've seen some in some $1 million homes and the sliders are kind of chintzy.
So coming upstairs, you have 3 spare bedrooms with a full bathroom in between them. You got a nice loft area, not nearly as big as the last one, but it's also an 800 square foot smaller home. And then of course you got your primary on the back side, which we'll get to. And then next to these spare bedrooms, kind of amongst them all, you do have a nice laundry room, nice utility sink, a lot of nice cabinets in there too. Now as far as incentives go, they do have some really good stuff going on right now. They're giving you 6% of base price to put towards either buying down your interest rate or closing costs or a combination of both. They have a 7-year ARM starting at 2.85 roughly. So for those first few years, you're gonna be at a really low rate, and then eventually you can always refi. So coming into the primary, you got a good sized room. Like how they tied in the back wall. This is basically the same color as the cabinets downstairs. And then you're gonna flow right into your bathroom, like the tile work in there. They did that dark blue tile, once again, to kind of tie everything in. Now this one, they just did the stand up. My guess is that's probably the only option on this house, because to put a tub in here would be probably impossible actually. But it's a nice bathroom, you got your dual vanities, got a good sized closet. What more do you really need?
Probably a water softener with this dark tile.
For sure. Coming out back on this floor plan, you got a really great overhang patio sitting area with your dual sliders, nice ceiling fans, can lights. And then coming out back, they did do a pool, as you can see. These, once again, are about 6,300 square foot lots in this collection. On a 2-story, it still has good space back here. It's not a huge pool.
So now we're gonna be checking out the Hopkins floor plan. This is going to be varied a couple different ways. Obviously, you can change the exterior look, which is the elevation. So when we see the elevation, it means the look of the home. So there's gonna be 3 different elevations, and in this Lucent Collection, you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna have 5 different floor plans. You know, the one next door is a 2-story. This is gonna be 2215 in square footage, 4 bedroom, 2.5 or 3 bath, depending on how you build it out. And it's gonna have a 2-car garage. For some people, they would mind this entrance. I'm not sure if I like the entrance on the side of the house too much, but some people might be okay with it. One thing that John and I try to do is give our own opinions, because not everything is perfect. So as soon as you walk into the front door, because the entrance is off the side of the house is basically all on one side over here. So over here on this side, you're gonna have 3 bedrooms, your laundry, your door to your garage. You're gonna have a half bathroom and a full bathroom on this side. The rooms are a little bit smaller. I mean, this one up here in front that John's showing you right now is probably the larger of the spare bedrooms. Base price of this home is around $456 on the Spanish style, and it goes up to $460 on the farmhouse. Now, they do have a quick move-in that's actually available right now for $474 of this floor plan. So they've even lowered the price down right around 40 grand. So they are starting to give out some better incentives right now and actually help you save some money on the purchase of the home. They're lowering the prices down in certain communities. Remember, Santana is a great place to get the best deals right now in the East Valley. Another thing I want to show you real quick is that we didn't show you this before, but they do a little plan over here to give you an idea. So when you buy a resale home that was built maybe 20 years ago, your HERS index scale is going to be right around 130, but because of the energy efficiency, you're going to be right around 57, just to show you that this is a very, very efficient home in terms of energy. So this is going to be your half bathroom. I love the tile that they did on the wall. Obviously, that's going to be an upgrade. And then when you come right across the other side, you're going to have a full bathroom. And then once again, across from there, you're going to have your laundry room. Decent size. I do like the cabinets. There's not a utility sink in this one. Oh, there is?
You're just missing it. Yep.
Oh, well, yeah. Never mind. They don't have no door in here. That's why. So, and then over here, you're going to have your door to your 2-car garage and also some more storage. Let me get right here in front of you. So you're going to have some nice storage in here and a coat closet over here, which is always good. And then these other 2 spare bedrooms that John's showing you right now, these are going to be a little bit smaller. Those are either full size beds or queen size beds, but perfect for the kiddos. Now, when you come to the main attraction, you can see you got a decent sized kitchen. It's not huge, but this is not a large home. This is a good home for maybe just a couple, or maybe a couple with some younger kids looking to start a family. This is the perfect size home. Prices, like I mentioned out here, are very, very good in terms of, you know, the East Valley. A lot of people like to be in the East Valley because a lot of great schools. Speaking of schools, remember, Santana is rated a B, B-, but they're opening up new schools and building new schools and infrastructure all over Santana, whether it's retail, schools, new restaurants all over the place. So Santana is rapidly growing. So a lot of great things happening in this area. So better to get in now before it gets a little too expensive, kind of like how Gilbert and Chandler and Queen Creek is now. But just to keep that in mind, that Santana, you can still get some pretty good deals. There are a lot of builders out this way. So if you're interested in maybe not in just Tri Pointe, but in some other builders, John and I were always out and about. Then coming right through this door right here, you're going to hit your primary suite. Oh, I'm sorry. No, before that, there's a little flex room right off the primary suite. You can make it into an office as they've done right here. Hallway, you're going to hit your primary suite bathroom, and then also the master bedroom. What I do like about this bedroom is not only the ceilings that they put in here, but there's also a door to get out to the backyard. And if you notice that there's no carpet in this room either, in this house. Nice super soaker, as John likes to call it. And then a smaller closet. So if you shopaholics, this might not work. You might have to take up one of the kids' closets. Then this would be your primary suite. Like I mentioned, I do like the ceilings that they put in here. And they also put a door to get out to your backyard in the bedroom, which I do like that a lot, especially if you do end up putting a pool in your backyard. So coming outside of your model home here with the Hopkins, I really do like these sliders a lot. I'm so happy that someone finally stepped up, because like we mentioned before or mentioned earlier, some of these builders, they put these sliders in that I don't feel like that they're gonna last more than 5 years, especially if you got kids, because you know kids tend to beat things up. But really nice little backyard. I mean, you have enough room maybe for a smaller pool in here. Or another thing that a lot of people are doing right now in these smaller backyards, instead of doing a pool, a lot of people are doing hot tubs, because you got to remember that in the winter time here, if you really want to call it winter, coming from the the Midwest, John and I, you don't have to deal with snow, of course, out here, but it does get a little chillier in the evening, so a hot tub would be a great idea out here.
If you got any interest in this community, whether it's here or somewhere else, reach out to us. We're always out and about. We'd love to show you around, kind of give you an idea of what works for you and your family. Reach out to us, whether it's a phone call, an email, set up a Zoom call below. That always works. You can set up or schedule a time through our calendar if that's what you'd like to do. Otherwise, we're always around. There's two of us. That's what's great about Lou and I. We got a lot of knowledge, whether that's Lou back in the day doing finance, doing fix and flips. I've done transactions for a lot of years, and so has Lou at this point. So we've got a lot of knowledge. That's what's great. There's two of us, but there's no extra cost to you guys. Check out our QR codes as always. One's gonna be our home search. We got some presets in there to make it a little easier. This one's gonna be our vendor list, but put your info in, that way we can reach out, figure out a time to meet, figure out your goals, and all that good stuff. But that's gonna be this video once again. A lot of stuff coming up as always. We're already getting into kind of the hotter months, but it's also selling season in a lot of other climates, so we know that's gonna pick up for here as well, since we got so many transplants. Whether you're just beginning to sell or you're at the end of the process, it doesn't hurt to reach out to us early, because like Lou said, we can always start doing some virtual tours for you or just due diligence. So thanks again for watching, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.